Hi guys, now today we will study about unit vector because last time we have learnt about number of basics about the vectors like zero vector, how a vector can be represented in its graphical and analytical method and etc. But right now here we will study about unit vector. Okay, so we just see unit vector. So here first of all I would like to say that unit vector is simple in its magnitude unity. Okay, and its direction is the direction of the given vector, that is along the direction. All right. Okay, then now according to definition, unit vector can be explained by that unit vector is a vector of magnitude unity, and direction of unit vector is the direction of the given vector. All right. Otherwise unit vector is the ratio of a vector to its magnitude, and the direction is in the direction of the given vector. So you can explain it by two different ways. All right. Okay, so just see here that unit vector is a vector of a vector of magnitude unity and the direction of this vector along the direction of the given vector. Okay, so by this way we can explain that unit vector is a vector of magnitude unity and the direction of this vector along the direction of the given vector. So it's not an easy to understand this definition, that's why we will go alternative. Okay, so alternatively just go through alternative. So alternative definition is that unit vector, this one is just a mathematical explanation. Okay, that unit vector is the ratio of a vector to its magnitude. And the direction of this vector along the direction of the given vector. Okay, so this definition is purely mathematical. Now here we can see that here we have written that unit vector is the ratio of a vector to its magnitude and the direction of this vector. Here this vector means unit vector. So this one represent for unit vector. That's why this vector along the direction of the given vector. Alright, so first of all we need to take a vector. Okay, so let here we have taken a vector and a vector A be there. Okay, so let a vector be A. Okay, all right. So according to this definition, because unit vector is the ratio of a vector to its magnitude. See, here is a mathematics. Here is a mathematics, that ratio of a vector to its magnitude. That's why it is called unit vector. So simply let a vector be A and unit vector be represented by either U and a cap above it, or simply those vector you have to take which you have taken. So here we have taken a vector A, so that's why A and its cap. Okay, so there is two way of representation, otherwise either U cap or A cap, because we have taken an example A vector. Okay, therefore this unit vector be mathematically be represented by the ratio of a vector and its magnitude. So here we know that its magnitude is simple, be represented either by vector A is taken in mod. Otherwise you can modify this one also, that unit vector A is equal to vector A by A. Alright, and now here we want to talk about its direction. So we have already mentioned that its direction is along the direction of the given vector. Alright, so which vector we have taken here? See, vector A. So along this direction. So its direction is along vector A. Alright, okay, along vector A. Got it? So this one is direction and this one is your unit vector, which is unit in magnitude. Okay, now so here we will take just differently the theme and the measure point of a vector. So measure point of this vector is sum of the vectors, difference of the vectors, projection of the vectors, okay, angle of the vectors. So how we can find all these things? So we will go there. Okay, therefore now next one is sum of the vectors. Sum of the vectors. Sum of the vectors can also be written as addition of vectors. Alright, therefore addition of vectors. Alright, okay, Now the the basic concept of sum of the vectors is, whenever we will go graphically in its representation of vector, so vector is just represented by an arrow whose length represents its magnitude and tip represents the direction of the vector. So simply you have to take two vectors, that is two arrow you have to take, okay, and if you want to add up these two vectors, so simply you have to connect the tip of the first vector to the tail of the second vectors, alright, like this. So for the sum of the vectors, the tip or okay, the tip of the first vector is just connected to the tail of the second vector. Therefore, the resultant vector will give you the sum of the vectors. Alright, so this one is the way of sum of the vectors. Now I just want to take two vectors, and here I just want to take two vectors in same direction. Alright, so suppose there is, this one is first vector, suppose vector A, and now one another vector, this one is vector B. You just forget initially about its measurement of lengths, whatever its measurement, just keep in mind, anything be there. Alright, so now for its sum you have to just connect its tip, that is tip of the first vector, to the tail of the second vector, then resultant will gives you the sum of the vectors. Alright, so see, one vector be there and the tail of this one, so this one is just connected by here and you just start like that. So this one is vector A and this one is vector B, and because this going to combine, so that's why there is a positive sign. Okay, so this one is called sum of the vectors, so resultant can be written as like that. So here you have to take its sum of the length. So now I just want to take its length. So first suppose this one is 3 centimeter, because meter is very long. Okay, so suppose this one is 3 centimeter and this one is 2 centimeter, that is magnitude of these two vectors. So see, here there is 3 centimeter plus 2 centimeter, so its combination that becomes 5 centimeter. Along which direction? Along this direction. If suppose both are going along east, alright, so after combination it will be combined here and that becomes 5 centimeter along east. So this one is your resultant. Alright, so this is called combination or sum of the vectors. Alright, in this combination. Okay, but suppose these two vectors right now are in some angle. Okay, so if it is in angle, so how it will be connected? Okay, so if case 1, here I am just going to be take case 1. Alright, so case 1 is if the two vectors are in some angles, okay, now I am going to directly draw with some angle. So here is your vector A, and you just take 3 centimeter its magnitude. Now you have to combine this vector to the another one, and you suppose this one is 2 centimeter, making an angle theta. Okay, obviously this one is in east direction and this one is in northeast. Alright, with an angle theta. Okay, then now you have to combine because you have to find some of the vectors. Alright, so simply same process you have to use. 3 centimeter of vector A, just combine it with the tail of the second one, vector of magnitude 2 centimeter, like that. Okay, yeah, so this one is your vector A, and now this one is your vector B. Now here you have to think about its resultant, which one will gives you the resultant, because after adding you are getting like that. This one is your construction with some angle theta. So resultant will always gives the tail of the, see, this one is very important thing, that how you can find resultant. Resultant will always gives the tail of the first vector to the tip of the second vector. Alright, so see here, tail of the first vector and the tip of the second vector. Now in its resultant, this one is tail of the first vector and this one is the tip of the second vector. So here you have to need to draw a length, and this length will gives you the resultant of the sum of this kind of vectors. Alright, therefore see here that this one is your 3 centimeter of magnitude vector A. This one is just makes an angle theta with the horizontal, okay, of magnitude 2 centimeter, and then you have to draw a line from where. So simply from the tail to the tip or head of the second one, that is from the second vector. That means this one is your resultant. So this one is your resultant. Alright, and resultant we suppose the resultant be represented by vector R. Alright, okay, so this one is your resultant. You can name this that like just P Q T. So PQT, in PQT, PT is your resultant. Alright, now after that we will go that how we can calculate this resultant. That means here right now I would like to find the resultant, the magnitude of resultant, and how much be the angle this resultant makes with either vector A or vector B. So this we will calculate in next class. Alright.